was hearing some small noise from their bedroom, and I went to them. What's going on? My dad was like, my mom. Looking at her, she sat down. Then she carried her head, looked at me, and told me, and just called my immediate younger sister, which was actually the problem, by the way. I was very jealous of her because I felt my mom loved her more than me. So I called her. And that was the last time I saw my mom, because a few minutes later, they rushed her to the hospital. My dad came back, was sharing tears, and was telling me my mom was no more. I was just staring. I still stare right till tomorrow. That's a lie. She's going to come. I still feel that she's going to come. I still need my mom till today. My dad was the disciplinarian. He is the disciplinarian, sorry. He is more of, he wants us to just be educated and be somebody. But who you are really is my mom. She focuses on who you are. If my mom was alive today, I believe I would have achieved more. Because she knows your strength, and she helps you move. You see, my dad don't know our strengths. All he knows is that, so 1 + 1 is 2. So from today and tomorrow, and if you do this and you do this, you get that. That's all. He expects you to just stand up and just go. But my mom, we actually pet you and guide you and give you steps on getting to where that is just pointed at you.
Well, I was not really close to my dad. I'm more closer to my mom than my dad. But though when I was growing up, and my dad is this kind of man that doesn't want to see me out there. He doesn't want to see me with any friends. He always wants me to be inside. And then I was not really understanding what he was trying to do. But now that I'm no longer seeing him, now I understand that he really wants the best for me. But then I was seeing it like a very big punishment because I'm supposed to be free and I'm not free. So then he do tell me that when you look for me and you can't find me, that is when you will understand all these things I'm telling you. But I don't really see it like that. But now he's no more, and I'm seeing those things that he's telling me, that you have to be a man and you just have to work hard. That I shouldn't see anything that he's doing to me like a punishment, but he's trying to make me stronger. So I really missed him.
I would certainly want to have that level of that intimate relationship with my children, to be able to tell them things like, I love you. I can tell you that, yes, frankly, it can get quite awkward when you tell your dad, I love you in this age, or he tells you, I love you. But I want to certainly have that kind of relationship, where I can tell my children I love you, or my children can actually really come to me and tell me those things that we really were not able to tell our fathers, and being able to understand and have certain discussions with them so they don't go having those discussions with other people. You want to be sure that when they have those problems and they need a solution, you're the first person they come to, and you're able to give them the content that you want them to carry on, as they go on in life, and not necessarily depend on other people and look outside, out to friends and all that, because you don't know what they're really what people are telling them or what they're learning. So it's also a good way of, curbing, what your children are learning, ensuring they're learning the right things to some extent. Also ensuring that, they have that freedom, to talk to you, do certain things, and know that you're going to understand, and, you're going to bring a very understanding perspective to it.
Okay, let's move into some of the sad stuff. You guys are making me sad. Okay, I want to ask you all a question. I want you all to be very honest. Do you think you need to be rich or well-made, or at least very, 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 very comfortable before you think about marriage?
Yes. Well, I believe you should, personally, I'm speaking for myself, that for a man, you have to have a certain level of financial stability before you go into marriage. It makes it easier. It makes it more it makes the journey easier, basically, because I don't see myself starting a marriage and struggling in a marriage. And basically, you asked the question before. I didn't get a chance to answer. Say whether money answered all things. Although we've established that definitely money can bring back your loved one, but the fact is this: money answers all things. Like, it literally answers all things. I'm being frank now. There is, apart from the issue of health, when you look at generally, there's all the basic need one needs in life. Money has answers to it. If you have the money, you can get it, basically. So for me, if you want to go into marriage and have a happy family, a happy home, definitely an happy home has to do with taking care of responsibilities, either from both sides, whether from the man or from the woman. So if you do not plan it properly, then you can run down. Some people can be doing averagely okay, and they go into marriage and they crash. Because at first, they were taking care of themselves. Now they have raising a family.
Yeah.
So like me running my business, I had to choose. Starting up a business, getting an office, I had to choose to either pay for an office space or get an apartment. I said, okay, why not get an apartment with someone and squat with someone, then build my business that brings me money. So basically, those things are what you need to consider. Issues arises, and if they're not resolved at a stage, they escalate. So basically, for me, you have to be financially stable, not wealthy in quote, not extremely rich, but at least you have cash flow.
What kind of cash flow? Like, how much would you have in your account now that you say, okay, it's all right, let's do it?
Well, I don't want to put a figure to it, but when I say cash flow, like, you're not worried about, upkeep, your rent, your feeding, basic responsibilities. It's not an issue. Then it's cool, They say God will provide, God take care of family. I know the English you speak, but the fact is, I wrote that.
I believe the actual word he's looking for is financial security. When you know that, yes, the money will definitely come. You are secured about that. I think that's when actually I will think of marriage. Not really the money. There's only a figure to it. Although these days the ladies want super wedding. Yeah.
Wedding party.
That's it. You see, but really, I don't believe on weddings. It's not the wedding. The wedding day is a day. If we finish this money today, or if we spend 30 billion from the account on this wedding, and it is over, come on.
Love's an expense.
How much is left? You understand? I don't believe on the wedding itself. I just believe on the security. If the finance can be coming, and it is sure that it will come. For example, let's say, okay, you have your place. He also has his own place. And he knows that if he goes out, he can come in with today maybe 2,000 naira, tomorrow maybe 20,000 naira, next tomorrow maybe 200,000 naira. Well, at least there's an assurance that there is money. I believe that is when, getting married kind of feels more comfortable. You understand? You know that when I get married, but then you now need to calculate if I'm doing this, will this money sustain me? In the next 5 years, I expect that there should be. We're not going to be 2 anymore. Is it going to sustain 2, 3, or 4? Then is it going to keep growing? That's stability, that's security, that sense of knowing that, yes, you understand how your tomorrow is going to be. I believe that's when you now start, okay, I think I can partner with someone.
To me, I see it like I really need to be okay before I get married, because that will enable the marriage to last more. Because if a woman should wake up from the bed in the morning and say, honey, good morning, there's money involved in it. That's how I see it. That's just the truth about every marriage. Yeah. Presently, but way back then, it was not really like that. The more the world grows, the more things change. You understand? The way it is today, we don't know how tomorrow is going to look like. But I still believe that in every marriage, there should be, as in, you should be okay at least to take care of your family before you get married. I always tell people that I don't really need to give birth to, like, I want this person to get pregnant for me. When I know that I cannot cater for the child, there's no need of bringing the child to this world. So if I know that I'm up to, then no problem, I can go ahead and do whatever I want to do. So I see it like it's very important for you to be prepared, because to get married is like someone traveling outside of Nigeria. You should have a particular cash at hand or in your account before they will allow you crossover. Because if you don't, they will not. So that's how marriage is. You should be well prepared and knowing fully that the journey you're going for, it's just somehow.
Well,
I don't really think there's anything like
currently
that.
these days, let me say, back then you might say, if I'm growing, I can get married. But now, as it is now, especially in this country, you understand? I mean, if you need that happy home, just try and get something for yourself. At least when you have a good apartment, even if it's not yours, a rented apartment, you have a good source of income, something tangible is coming in, you understand? Something that you can take care of the wife, she won't lack anything, and you know, it doesn't really matter whether she is someone that loves material things or not, just that make sure she don't lack anything. You understand? You have a good apartment, you have a good source of income. It's okay.
Out there, there
Yeah.
are so many bad girls. But if you are looking for a good girl,
What is a good girl?
now you are talking. Okay, now,
Certainly not one that claims she goes to church, but is a lady of the night.
Exactly.
Religious people that are pretentious, all those ones that, you know, they're trying to build up their image through falsehood, you know, trying to paint themselves as what they're not. So next thing, they deceive you, then you marry or you start dating and you now see the other side. No, definitely not. The fact is that the only way you can know a good girl is by you understand, like, the level of rapport you can have with her, how far you guys can go, how you can. It's not just looking at her or how she dresses or how she sounds. It's a person, it's a human being, or she's a human being, she's a living person. You can't just say, oh, that girl from afar, she looks good. Yeah, so like now, if you now say what's a good girl, for every guy, I want to believe that for the average guy, a good girl is not someone that is materialistic, that every other weekend, where are we going to? Where are we going to? Where will you take me to? When are we going out? No. But let me just leave it and let the guys handle the remaining. But for the average guy, a good girl is not materialistic. Yes, you have to treat your woman right, yes, but it's not like you already do something and next thing she forgets that, oh, you did that. She's asking for what's next. And this is somewhere that you don't intend to pay a bright price. You're just,
Has anybody on this table been broken-hearted before?
yes. No.
Yeah, probably.
sure,
That'd be a story.
sure,
From the looks of it,
sure.
To me,
That's sure.
I don't really see like a good girl is someone that is obedient or someone that look good or something. But I see it like a good girl should be a girl that listens to advice, like when the person is wrong and you try to correct the person and the person picks correction. That's a good girl because the person wants to learn more. So that's how I see it. Yeah, that's why I call it good girl.
So please, who on the table has been broken-hearted?
I mean, I have before. One time.
So what happened?
I mean, it was quite simple. You know, I mean, I really like this girl. I mean, I followed her for a while. I'm talking years. I mean, even in between, you know, being with other people, you know, I mean, I still like this person. You know, I was still after this person. I could do anything. I mean, this person came and told me, you know, I like you now. You know, I will leave everything behind. You know, I'll follow this person. You know. But then when it came to you know, okay, like I mean, finally, I mean, would you be with me and everything? And the person is like, no. You know, I mean, you know what I want. It's that simple.
So
Well,
it
it's
only seems
not
like
that
the
deep.
one that breaks the hearts, not that they're breaking the hearts.
Man.
Well, you know, not every guy believes in love.
Tony, you don't believe in love.
I don't believe in love.
Tony, why, please?
I don't really believe in love. I mean, I believe that any woman that say that she loves you, there is a purpose for that. And any day that purpose is, any day she looks around, she didn't see that purpose, the love will start reducing to a point to vanish. I mean, the very girl I fell in love with, that was from, you can imagine, from primary school. That is so crazy. I mean, so funny. I mean, she's from a rich home. She's from a very wealthy home. And her sister, you know, back then in school, when you're from a rich home, you know, teachers will love you more. Everybody will love you more. And her sister is so influential. And then, I'm the prince of the school. When we have any occasion, they use me as the prince. So the sister I was close to the sister, so I fell in love with her younger sister. So now, after school, everything, we are out there to hustle, to make life, you know. Now she have grown up to another stage. She now realized that I might not be that okay for her to fall in love. I mean, I might not be that okay for her. I mean, I'm talking of 5-6 years ago. But now she's begging me with everything, which is not possible. So she thought that then I'm not okay for her. You understand? That is why I concluded that love is all about something beneficial. I mean, when that thing is no more there, it reduces. Even your wife, when you marry, you are rich. She might say, okay, I will tolerate. She might still be humble. But when you are rich, I don't pray that for anybody, and you get married, you know, some marriage do bring bad luck. Things start going down. She will not be happy, even though she pretends to be happy. Some ladies, as they say, they are still good ladies, yes, I believe. Some ladies will endure, pass through all the pain, everything, but while some inside them, they are not really happy, you understand? But just that they are afraid of what the society will say. They just control themselves they will be pretending as if they are carrying along with the husband, they are managing, they are okay, you understand? So
I believe in love, but I don't believe anybody knows what love is. Love is such a strong word that you see everybody just come, I love you, I love you. Ladies around me, when they say they love me, I stop them and I tell them, do you know what you just said? You have to know what you just said. Because I have been in love and I have actually wanted to, I was so much in love, I was so much in love with this girl that I was ready for anything, you know, for this girl. But she was also saying she loves me too, but only at a point in time. It was as if we are not talking about the same love again we started with, you know. So so since then, I just believe that when we say we love someone, we don't know exactly what we just said and how we are heading towards that. I prefer ladies telling me, I like you so much. I wish I can eat you up. I take that as love, and I appreciate it more than when you say you love me. Because you love me, prove it. You understand? Prove it. How far can you go when you say you love me?
How far do you want her to go?
Oh, that's why I said love is a word that is very strong. You understand? The word love, at least from my own understanding, it's like going extreme to the end, no matter what.
Can you do that for a woman?
Yes, I can. When I don't even tell a lady I love you, because a lady told me, I actually had a fallout and we actually broke up because I refused telling her I love her, because I just told the previous one I loved and she didn't understand how much I did. So I was telling this one, I was trying to let her know what I meant and how strong love as a word is to me, but probably she was impatient and she couldn't just stand it. So I was like, see, really, you see, this is what I'm saying. You can't even stand it, and you're going, please go, because even you don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. So that was it.
Do you think, I want to ask you guys a question, last decade or so, even more, there's been this research, these women are coming in and taking the power that whether mothers or grandmothers or didn't seem to have. Women are fighting for equal rights, equal pay, equal say, you know, and then it seems to also intimidate the men. Why do you think that is, and do you believe in it as well? Do you believe women should be paid the same as men? Do you believe women are equal to men? Do you believe women are not equal to men? Why?
To me, I see it like, number one, presently, a woman will always want to act like a man, and a man wouldn't want to act like a woman because a man knows that he's a man. But presently now, the women, they want to act as if they are men.
When you say they want to act like they're men, what does that mean?
They want to do everything that a man is doing.
That's ironical, really.
Like,
So those roles, are they only for men?
there are some roles that are meant for only men.
Like what? Like which one?
So many roles.
No, you can't say that.
No, there are roles that are meant for only men.
You can't say that.
What do you think? Edward?
Did you know why I said so?
I think in terms of work, in terms of work and professionalism, if you do the work, you should get the pay. Basically, if you do the right job, you should get the pay, be it a man or a woman.
Yeah.
That was my philosophy. But you know, in the area of when it comes to marriage, for example, we should understand there is a place when it comes to having a husband and a wife. You understand? That relationship should not be judged with as in the relationship inside the marriage should not be centered on, how do I put it? Equality in a way, because they say what the man can do, woman can do better, or whatever.
That was the beginning of that generation.
You get? Well, in a marriage, it's a different thing. You know, there is the mother and the father. You know, they are both coexisting together to raise a home, and the wife and husband, they have respect for each other, but we recognize the fact that the husband still remains the head of the family, regardless of whoever makes more, whoever is smarter. But in general, if you do the work, you get the pay. I'm not against, you know, lady or man, they can do the jobs, but in a marriage, you should have that understanding that there is the head of the family and, you know, helper, basically.
You said that if women are higher than men, or if men and women are they equal? Well, to be honest, I don't see, I've never seen it as, that women are being marginalized. Sometimes it's a woman's world. To be honest, I believe that women are higher than men.
They have all the power.
They have all the power. To be very sincere.
Yeah.
Because if you want to get to a powerful man, it's not through his P or through his friend. It's through his babe, not his wife. His babe.
The thing about that is that, you know, women tend to not want to associate with that thing called bottom power. You know, I mean, the thing you refer to. Women want to have real power. You know,
And they do.
they want to have authority. They want to have authority and all that, as they should. You know, when they merit it. Bottom. You don't want me to explain it, right? So
She wants it.
So bottom power. So, you know, bottom power is basically the power that a woman has based on a desire for her person, for her sexual person. That's the bottom power, you know, and women tend to play on that, you know, and they win, you know, in lots of instances, yeah. But that's not the thing. You know, I believe in gender equality and equity, you know, where both terms apply. Women should be given equal opportunities. That's a fact. If a woman merits certain things, she should get it. If a woman and a man are at a certain level, you know, and they both have the same qualifications, you know, or she has better qualifications, you know, and they say, okay, because he's a man, let him take it up, you know, it's wrong, you know. So wherever if they do the same work, they should get the same pay. Have same qualifications, they should be able to get the same jobs. They should have equal opportunities, be able to go to the same schools and all that. And, you know, but then there's also the part of, like, you know, that's gender equity. You know, when you start talking about gender equality, you also need to understand that men and women are of different nature. You know, I mean, there's certain things that men would rather have women do, and there's certain things that women would rather have men do based on their nature. You know, we don't want, I would not want a woman to do something, for instance, let's take practically, something that's strenuous, right? I wouldn't want her to do that, something that involves her lifting heavy weights, like as an engineer, right, working in SLB, right? when it was time to lift stuff, in the workshop, we have female engineers, but if they wanted to lift stuff, we will let them lift stuff. Why don't we say, okay, equality, go and lift your own thing? No, it's wrong. We need to understand nature. There are limits to it. There are healthy limits
I'm a female
to it.
director and I have to carry lights and weights and such lights.
I strongly
That's
believe
no
that
way.
you choose to, which is good, which is still a good thing.
But that's no
It's still
way
a good
still.
thing, But I just love
I said it's not
they need to
heavy.
create that discrepancy
Women are winning.
between.
Like
Yes.
we have come so far, like to actually think of it that we're trying to bridge the gap in marginalization of women. No, they are ahead.
They're not. See, the statistics don't show that. That's the problem. If it was a case where we can see it
Who
and
made
we
the
can say it,
statistics?
the statistics
Who
don't
did
show
it?
that. The statistics show that. Like females in Africa, girls in Africa don't have the opportunities that the male child
Okay, let me
has.
start
I mean,
from
that's a
women
fact. That's
from
one thing.
childhood.
That's from childhood. Talk less of and that is basically what happens in childhood that determines how they move forward. And then things like the lack of. I mean, women are built differently from men physically. They tend to be naturally weaker. Also talking about nature.
Interesting.
Yes. I mean, naturally, physically they tend to be softer in their approach, in the physical approach,
Yeah.
which has also, laid the foundation for things like gender-based violence and all that. And it's also part of the things that we're trying to combat. So people who are fighting for gender equality understand these things. They understand the gaps, and they've seen the stats. They're not just looking and say, okay, but there are women working in my office. That's one place. But when you look at it generally, you look at it across several industries, several sectors, and you go to, even in the rural, look at across different demographics. You go to different homes, you go to the house in Banana Island, and you go to the place in Makoko, and you see how this man is treating his wife and how this one is treating his wife. And you know that there is a problem, there is a systematic problem there, and the equity just isn't there. The opportunities aren't the same, first of all, and even the part of the equality, the aspect where we can really achieve equality, we still have not achieved equality there yet. There's still that regard that goes to men in certain places that does not get to women, and we really need to change that, because women, as much as we hate it, I mean, we might not want to admit it at times, women are really our forte. I mean, they are strong point. They are support. I mean, it's everything. I mean, women are really everything, I mean, the woman is the reason you're going to be going to work every day, working a 9 to 5, because you want to come back and give her the best.
That's why.
So let them have that level of equality in the aspects that there is a need for equality, and opportunity should also be.
Of strength.
Yeah.
A man is really physically stronger than a woman.
Usually, yes.
Just physically, because you spoke of Makoko and Banana Island, the husband and his wife. Now, Makoko, Banana Island now. Which among the parents is raising the child? Not just providing the finances, because women, like from what I know, most women pay their children's school fees. Talk less of the women that are in polygamous homes that cater for their own children.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not just, you can say, women, like, okay, me now, the example I want to use that, right since I've been a child, my proprietress when I was in primary school was a woman, kindergarten, a woman. My sectional head, my head when I was in my secondary school, woman. Then now, moving into university, my HOD, woman. No, so like, when people are now speaking of, these opportunities, that they are being marginalized and all that, I don't really see, like, okay, now, if you now say, okay.
Has the MD of Chevron ever been a woman?
Yeah, talking about
Has the MD of Shell ever been a woman?
Multinational corporation.
Has the MD of any of the, let's say,
Are they on the board?
100 independent oil and gas companies, for instance,
Are they on the board?
been? I know the figures, so I know what I'm saying.
I believe that it's a process. That's my own honest opinion.
Is it a process for women and men, or is it just a process for women? And what exactly is the process?
Process for
women
both.
and men, like now, that point, there are office politics that we do not know about. That, okay, you could say that yes, a woman is not the head of all these multinational corporations and all that. Agreed. Yeah. But do they have a say or a controlling stake in running the affairs of the corporation? Yes.
Most times
not. Should that be enough for them?
No, like definitely, like see, that is even its an opportunity. Okay, you can say that, okay, in the big corporate sector, like, yes, rising to the top, like the pinnacle, yes, okay, they are being shortchanged, they're not being let to run to rise to the top.
Oh, so you agree?
But they still have an opportunity. That's what I believe.
But they don't have that opportunity.
Which opportunity? Oh, that when, like, now.
I mean, the one you said that they're being shortchanged for, they don't have that opportunity.
See, now, it now comes to, okay, your own relationship with your colleagues. Because it will be put to a vote. That's why it's always politics. It's who is playing the smarter card. Like now, Dora Akunyili, that was the head of NAFDAC, and that she actually did a great job in NAFDAC. She didn't, I don't want to believe that, oh, rising to that point, that, oh, yeah, she faced challenges and all that, but it was by merit because she was great at her job. She was good and efficient. You get? So I believe that if a woman actually merits or actually deserves such a position, she would get it. But that is also minus the boardroom politics, because that has a point or a part to play. But to say that, oh, women are not really getting equal opportunities and all that, no.
Do you believe that Nigeria gives you, being in Nigeria, gives you all the opportunities that you need to succeed?
Nada.
Lack of social infrastructure already puts a lot of things like in place. Like now, for example, he owns 3 hair salons. He's his own government because he's providing electricity for himself. Providing running water for himself, and he didn't even get any loan or government scheme that's going to help him grow his small scale business. Yeah. He's his own government, and he's going to pay security because security is not assured by the government. So he's going to pay neighborhood watch or the community security or whatever. So Nigeria does, like, maybe it just provides like the heads or the markets that you can sell your business to, but for your business to grow, for you as an entrepreneur to, you know, count your profits in the right ratio, it's tough because your losses, they are way too much.
Yeah, I mean, the educational sector is not the best. You know, I mean, that's one very simple thing you could easily look at. I mean, we're not being taught well. We're not being taught to the quality of what we should be taught, even in universities.
Do you have opportunities to elevate?
I started up with my board. That's government. You see, there is plenty of politics. The last conference we went to, we were practically almost bringing all of them to the floor so that we can all flog them something. Because they all tend to be doing something, they are doing nothing. They come and they read books to us and they read all the things to us, they are doing nothing. Nigeria today, I'm proud to be a Nigerian, by the way, and I will not change my nationality.
Well, if you had an opportunity to travel today, anywhere in the world, would you leave Nigeria?
I will.
How many people on this table would?
I will, but I'm going to come back.
So how many people on this table, with show of hands, would leave Nigeria if they had the opportunity?
Well, of course, because there are better opportunities out there.
But then you don't know what the opportunities are. But you're willing to live here to try your luck?
You know, probably.
No.
So
No.
I actually thought that the Nigerian dream, you know, growing up, you know, if everybody should look back at growing up, they will always see that the Nigerian dream was, to leave Nigeria. Not, that, yes, I don't want to go for holiday, or even if, yes, just want to go for holiday. The point is just to leave Nigeria, snap outside, let them know that, you don't come out this place. You get, so it was always a Nigerian dream to actually get some stamps on your passport. But now, the Nigerian dream is not necessarily to go abroad. It's to get rich overnight. Like, every Nigerian wants to wake up tomorrow with that 30 billion in their account. You get, but traveling is not the Nigerian dream.
You just made a statement, and it's so weird that it's come up a lot in the tables. Do you honestly believe, especially the young average Nigerian man, they want to make money, but not necessarily by working or working hard?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody
I mean, everyone wants to make money.
Tomorrow, nobody here would not, like, if you wake up with some stupid alert, let's say 100 million, that's minimum 100 million. That's what, like, you don't know how the money came, you don't know what you have to do to make sure that the money stays, but as long as that money is there, whatever that comes, man, let it come.
I don't believe in fast money. I don't believe in fast money.
You're not ready.
Yes, yes. In school, I was opportuned to be a lappy person, to be many different kind of jobs.
Yeah.
But I opted not to. My friends they're all doing those ones. They all look up to me still. They might have some more money in their pockets, but they still look up to me. They see integrity in me. I'm not in a hurry to make 1 billion. I want to tell a story that this is how I made my 1 billion. If you wake up in the morning with one pressing of stuff and have this quick money, and somebody just come, hey, how did you get money? Now God do. That's no explanation. That's no explanation. Because really, you can't really tell how you got your money. But if there was a struggle, today we are talking about struggle. If there was a struggle and you come, you tell your story, everybody sees it. The Dangote today has a struggle. He struggled. He got it. He's a billionaire. If he can do it, we can do it. The Bill Gates of today, they can do it. Why fast money? The people that have gone on fast money have actually, most times, end up losing the money fast as well.
Sure. Last question, I'm going to go around the entire table. I just want you all to answer one at a time.
Okay.
Where do you, not just where do you see yourself, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years? I'll start with you, Tony.
Me? What?
Where would you love to see yourself in 10 years?
I love to see myself as a great artist, as in somebody bigger than Lil Wayne, you know, someone like that. The next 10 years.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
What about family?
Family, yeah? One thing about life is that sometimes the choices we make based on our career, sometimes it determines when we get married. You understand? Most of our celebrities today, not really that we can't tell me somebody like Don Jazzy he's happy that he's not married. No, you can't tell me that. You understand? But the choice he made, you understand? Maybe I look at it this way, maybe they will be thinking that if they get married in time, they will lose some of their fans, something like that. You understand? So I'm not in a hurry to get married, seriously. I'm not in a hurry.
I love you, Tony. Salai, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years' time, I want to be more well-known based on my area of job or what I do. I really want to be more exposed in 10 years' time.
Do you want to maybe open some stores and shops out of Ajegule?
Even out of Nigeria.
Do you do home services and things like that even now?
Yes, ma'am.
And Edwin?
Within the next 10 years, I want to be one of the key players in IT, basically. I want to excel in that area. And obviously, I would want to have a family by then, personally. So in IT, basically, I want to be one of the big names, Not necessarily outside Nigeria, but at least within Nigeria, at least one of the top 10 big guys in IT.
No, within the next 10 years, next 10 years, I'd love to be successful, certainly. I always imagine having a family. 10 years' time is enough time for me to find wife, marry, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I really want to be successful in the right way. Also want to be
successful in what? You don't have a dream?
Yeah. I want to own a big time tech company, right? I'd love to own one. be a CEO and all that. But at the same time, I also want to be someone who's seen as really adding value to people. I would never want to be seen as a rich person that people scorn. That people look at and say this person is really disconnected. You can't really tell what other people are going through, and I would never want to be disconnected. So those are the things I look to. And also to have kids. I really look forward to having kids. I must have at least 3. At least 3. 2 girls, 1 boy. I'm fine. That's the plan, really. And to have money, lots of money in my account is a must. has to happen. Yeah, so,
Well, yeah, 10 years time, of course, be married. 3 kids also, but really, I'm not really gender specific. Anyhow they comes, I'm fine. In 10 years time, I'm in the health sector. I provide health. In the next 10 years, I want my services to be in the heights. Where when you Google Nigerian health sector, you should have my name coming up. Probably not 1, 2, but maybe 3 at least. Although we are hidden in my own side of the whole world, but then I really will, I pray really that in the health sector I'm well known.
And finally,
10 years from now, I would want to look back and say, I know that I've actually made my mark, that in the entertainment sector, you know, that people will say, oh, that Uchisoki guy, yes, he has done great stuff. I actually want to, touch lives. I actually want to, have a name that people can't taint. Have a name that people can say that guy, yeah, he really stands for something. Most of us, we already have the direction of where we're going to. And the thing about life is that it's unpredictable. You can set plans, but it's emotional. Plans change because it's fate. That's how things happen. I just hope to God that I will look back, or 10 years from now, I'm still on course, making my impact.
thank you very much, gentlemen, and it's been wonderful having you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. People want to have 3 children. Oh, sorry, you want to have 3 children in this economy. Hold on,
Yeah, 3. I'm fine with 3.
In this economy, you people, especially you women.
Yeah, I'm fine with 3.
3, wow.
Very well done. Well done.
To be honest, man,
Wait, I just want
it's
to
5
take
I
one
want,
photo.
but I can't. Cut.